Let us pray. Our Lord and our Father, we are grateful. We thank you immensely for bringing us safely to the last Sunday in the month of September. By next Sunday, it will be October 2nd. Lord, we are grateful. When we look back from January 1 to today, it blows our minds what you have done for us, in us, through us. It blows our minds the impact we have made in the lives of people. It blows our minds the gift we have given to people that we are better off than. It blows our minds that the things that ordinarily we couldn't do in years, we were able to achieve them between January 2022 and September 25th. Today, one of us in Omega Millionaires Group sent me a chat that today marked his 1 year wedding anniversary, that I should pray for them. In this 1 year, they've already had a baby girl. Things people go all out, 10 years. One I heard today blew up my mind. 68-year-old and 55-year-old having a child since they got married. The man broke down in the altar crying. So you see, when certain things don't happen the way you envisage, many of us give in to depression, many of us give in to all kinds. But in all things, God is always God. And for that, Lord God Almighty, we are grateful, we are thankful. We are not taking your mercies for granted. Many of us went through the knife, through surgery, but today we are moving about. Many did not, the enemies wanted to laugh at us, practically, woo, 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 but you did not allow their wishes to come to pass. And for that, Lord God Almighty, we are thankful. Thank you for what you will do in the remaining days of this year. Thank you for what you are doing already. Lord God Almighty, we say thank you. Blessed be thy name, O God, in the mighty name of Jesus. Father, I want to thank you for my own life. You have helped me in this program. It has not been easy coming even when you are tired, when don't feel like, but your grace has been sufficient. And for that, Lord God Almighty, I am thankful. Thank you, Abba Father. As we go into today's episode, I pray that by the end of this program, you will touch our hearts in ways that you have not done, and we'll begin to see life from different perspectives in the name of Jesus. Thank you, blessed Redeemer, for in Jesus' wonderful name we are prayed. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. I thank you for joining. Good morning, good night, good evening, anywhere you are joining us from. Somebody asked me, why did you change the time? I had to explain to her why I changed the time, because of what I explained to us. But it's okay. God is always faithful. I want to discuss something with us this night that the Lord laid strongly in my heart to discuss with us. It has to do with our health in all dimensions. Please, if you can hear me, you can hear me clearly. Okay, let me make some people co-host so that they can help to. Let me make some people co-hosts. Please, as you come in here, put up your mic. Mute your mics, please. It's important to do that so that we can have a seamless conversation. I want to make some people go so that they can help me to man this meeting. Yes, I've made some people co-hosts. Anybody you see the mic up, just help me. And I think I saw Prof here now. Prof, can you please open up your mic? Let me, because when the mic is not open, you may not see the person. But, okay, okay, she's not here. Yeah, I thought I saw her when I was praying. So today we are going to talk on kindness. Many of us don't know what is kindness. And then I have been a victim of unkindness from the very people that you needed kindness from. Let me put it like that. I've been a victim. This is our episode 157, 157, 157. Because all my life, we are raised in a family where we always do what is right and then do right things. You know, there are two different things. You do what is right and do right things. Some people do what is right, but they don't do the right things. The things they think is right is not right. So somehow I stumbled on a video from what's this woman's name? Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo. Many of us know her, the wife of Bishop Felix Adejumo. So I stumbled upon her video, and when she began to say certain things before she brought her guests, the Lord put it in my heart strongly that I should talk about kindness. So I took up my jotter from the things I didn't even write anything, but I was just meditating on the things she was saying. So I want to talk to us today about kindness. Many of us had a very disturbing story last week. No, last week, the week that just ended, where a woman was pursuing the husband with his side chick. They usually call it side chick, but some people call it mistress. Some people call it woman friend, girlfriend. But the bottom line is that the man is married and he was going out with another woman. And when the story surfaced, some people said that it was somebody, her friend, that called her that she saw the husband at the spa. Spa is a shop. And she took up her car key and came. Maybe when the husband saw her, the husband drove off immediately. So she didn't know what to do. Maybe she needed to prove a point. She pursued after the husband. When the husband navigated a turn, she couldn't do that. So she rammed into a tree and she died. So when I saw that story, when I saw the pictures, I was just saying in my mind, what is this world turning to? Is life? Is this all life could be? Can't people live life well? Can't people make other people? Why? How can people be wicked to people? How can people be mean to others? How can people make people's lives miserable? So the family of the girl, the woman, a lawyer, practicing lawyer, they said that the husband called them and told them that their daughter had accident. That was on social media that they found out what happened. So I want to appeal to us. Let us show a little bit of kindness, because there are some things you will be doing. If you are kind, like me now, there are things I know that is not good. If somebody does it to me, I won't like it. So invariably, I won't do it to somebody else. But Afoma Molis, I've been a victim of unkindness from people, not a whole lot of people, but secluded people that should show me the whole love, people that I showed the whole love and me. Because from my father's house, I grew up where they had love. I grew up in a communal place. I grew up where, please, Monica, I grew up where people love themselves. And when I got married, I began to find that there were differences. As young as I was, I came back to my dad. I told my father, Papa, some things are not adding up. Can you refund my bride price? Let me go to school. By the time I finish, I will marry. At least at that time, there are certain things I could have known. Not that your brother loves the man or their friends. So my father said, no, you won't put me to shame. By the time certain things happen, then I've already had 2 children, 3, because I lost one. My father wanted to go and return the bride price at that point. The elder brother said no, because children have been involved, that they should take it easy. It's not that I'm regretting, no, but it could have been better. It could have been better. What is happening now is good. But when God has earmarked you for a particular thing in life, you can't run away from it. Anyhow you look at it, because when I check my life, I know that I couldn't have run out of God's purpose and will for my life. Now, when that incident happened, I don't know how many of you saw it on the net, that a lawyer was pursuing the husband. They said they've dated from university. They've been married for 15 years. So the brother of the wife came on social media. They were asking him questions. He said yes, that the sister knew that the husband was unfaithful. So the question I was asking myself, why did the friend call her on the phone? You see, things you don't know don't hurt you. That's why I tell people, know who is your friend. The woman that called her or the man that called her, we don't know now, because the brother said it's the person that called that would be prosecuted. Not even not that he doesn't even know whether they will make a police case. You know what I was just saying? Whether they make a police case, whether they brought the person that called. The thing is that they have lost their sister. The thing is that the children are motherless. For nothing. For nothing. If at the point that she had that call, and she's emotionally intelligent, that you may have a PhD. My name is Dr.Favour Afoma. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos. 11 years ago, it's not last year. My own is not honorary doctorate. I went to school. I did researches. I wrote exams. I did correct. I wrote correct thesis. And I defended it before professors, before my paper was sent out, and a visiting professor from University of Ilorin came, and I was given a PhD. So I didn't just wake up and paid some people some money. No, I went to school for it. But many people may go to school, but they are not financially intelligent. They are not emotionally intelligent. They are not socially intelligent. Spiritually, they are not intelligent. I don't know, the greatest thing that will happen to somebody is to know Christ, is to know Jesus. Because if you know, the Bible says, they that are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God, they are the daughters of God. At that point, she made that call came. She could have just prayed a simple prayer. Holy Spirit, what do you want me to do? The Spirit of God will say, calm down. Because that death is not her death. She just drove herself into that death. See the man she's pursuing now. After all said and done, even if they send this man to prison, the man will come out and marry. You saw what happened to Osinachi. Up, down, bottom, center, everywhere. Osinachi is dead. Osinachi is dead. The children are motherless for life. So I don't know, you that you are here, I don't know what you do to people. That lady that because of her, this woman died now. I don't know how she will feel it. You have your husband. Even if you don't have your husband, there are so many people you can go out with, but not somebody's husband or somebody's wife. Some people are not, they don't have their emotions control them. They don't control their emotions. Because even if that man has been sleeping, even if the woman had caught the man on their matrimonial bed, there are other and better ways of managing that crisis without people even knowing. The brother said, if she had told him that it has got to this, to her like this, she would have told her to walk out of that marriage instead of wasting her life, because she wasted her life. She wasted her life. The children must be on social media. People are making jest of her. Now man's prick, you they pursue. You know, one go do your own. So many things, people talking. Don't give people opportunity to talk to you anyhow. Please. Today I want to talk to us about kindness. What is kindness? Kindness is the quality of being friendly, being generous, and being considerate. I want you to look at the words, the adjectives. Being friendly, being generous, and being considerate. I want to ask you, are you a generous person? Are you a friendly person? Are you a considerate person? So many of us are not considerate. They think that is smartness. I'm telling you the truth. They think it's smartness. But at the long run, you find out that what they sow, they will reap it. They may not reap where they sowed it, but definitely they must reap what they sowed. Some people love to cheat people. Every opportunity he has with you, Piam must cut you. And they think it's smartness. Something happened in the business that I do. Somebody gave somebody money to register her. She went and registered herself. I did so because I was just giving something. By the time that things started playing out, 2 days ago, the owner of the money called me. She said, Doctor, please. And I didn't want to pick that call. I was doing exercise. We were doing yoga. And we don't talk. It's only a coach that usually talks. So when this call came, I didn't know the number. I just put my AirPod and I said, yes. She said her name. I said, yes. She began to talk. I was careful not to be talking. By the time this lady finished, it pained me that there are things people do. They think they are smart, but it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Now, why kindness is an important value? It's a value. When we practice kindness, either to other people or towards ourselves, we can experience positive mental and physical changes through lowering stress levels and increasing the body's productivity of the production of feel-good hormones such as dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. There are some hormones in your body. You can't activate them except you show acts of kindness. There are some hormones in your body. Every, like that woman that somebody called and she started pursuing the husband. What was released in her system at that point was adrenaline, a hormone, fight or flight hormone. See how that hormone drove her to her death. So you see, you have to pay attention. You know, when I say people should pay attention, I have seen situation. Somebody may be talking to somebody, the person will be looking at you, but that person is not paying attention to you. That person is not paying attention to you. So I always tell somebody, especially when I want to talk to somebody, even if it's on the phone, I will decipher whether you are paying attention to me by the responses you give me. If I notice that there are distractions around you, I will tell you, I'll call you back later. Now, what are the qualities of kindness? Kindness means, okay, no, let me finish the definition now. Kindness means being considerate, courteous, helpness, and understanding of others. Some people don't understand others. Showing care, compassion, friendship, and generosity. Care. Some people don't care about people, especially when it comes to finance, when it comes to money matter. Let me give you an example. There's a guy I that works with me. At least he works with me for more than 6 years. I went to buy wardrobe, built wardrobe. So they have to disengage the wardrobe and disassemble it and assemble it. So the guy I bought it from told me that that guy does it well. So when he came, the way, they brought it in pieces like this. All the wardrobe, they brought it like this. And excuse me, he assembled everything. So I told him, okay, why I was leaving was not good, not spacious. Anytime I move, I would like you to do a wardrobe. I think he did that wardrobe. He did that wardrobe there. So I put it one big wardrobe. Because I usually wear long gowns. So anytime he comes around, works for me, I introduce him to people. But one day he did something, and that thing pained me. He came to where I live now. I told him I needed another mattress because many of us, we have slept on a particular mattress for 10 years, 15 years. Please change them. You may not know, you may think they are still okay. There are things that expire. So I just decided, even pillow you use in sleeping, you change them. So I told him to come. You should do a bed for me, but I need an orthopedic mattress to remove the one I have. This is a guy that almost every carpentry work he does for me. But that singular act, he showed me on kindness. I told him to go and buy the mattress from Vitafoam. I told him the type I want and the size. I didn't know he went, connived with those people, got the wrong one. He brought it. I said, this is ordinary mattress. No, I don't lie on this. I paid money. It was taken back. I spoke with the person, but I noticed something. When I was speaking with the woman, he was uneasy. When people that work with you become uneasy around you, pay attention. He was uneasy. He was trying to know because he knew I was talking to a Yoruba person. So I must speak in English. He was trying to get into the conversation. I said, excuse me, no. It's my money. At the end of the day, he went and brought the mattress that's not that. So I laid on that mattress for about 3 nights and I traveled. I came back. I called a woman that I've helped to get that mattress. I said, that mattress is not what I wanted. Can you come and take me to where you bought yours? I went there. Do you know that mattress that guy told me was 145,000? They were selling that mattress 102,000. This boy took 43,000. You know, anybody that knows me, if I give you 40,000, I just did not want to give you money. If I want to give you money, I give you money that it will be useful to you. So this was nothing, but because of the what he did, do you know, from that time till today, he has not been to my house. Last week he called me, said, Mommy, I hope you have not forgotten me. I won't want to tell you what I wanted to do with that guy before he did this because of 43,000 naira. So I was discussing it with a friend yesterday. I told her it's like rope they used in tying, spraying out clothes, and somebody just used knife to cut it. You know, when you cut it, it snaps. And I was trying to bring the two ends together. It wasn't meeting. And it began, I began to feel, see how, of all the things I did for this man, even the mattress that I said I want to change, even the bed, at times I give him fridge because my rule is that I can't have two things that I'm not using. One must go. When I got my car, somebody told me, why do you want to give this car out? It's good. It's a brand new car and you maintain that car. I said, I can't be driving two cars. I'm not telling you that if you have two cars, you are doing evil. No, I'm just telling you who I am. I said, I can't be driving two cars where I know somebody needs one. I'm not saying that driving two cars, they are not, because you may have big one, small one. I'm not saying that it's not good. But me, at this stage, I don't think I need two cars. So I did that one, did repair work. What are they calling it? Body work. They charged me almost 120,000. The guy was telling me, this car is, if you open if you open the boot, you know that thing that they used to cover the tire. If you open it, you would think they brought that car from the factory. Very neat, everything, all the jack, keneko, everything intact. I told him I need the dashboard to be polished. And I need to remove the tires, even the spare tire. And that was exactly what I did. And I gifted this out to somebody. I did not give it to the man to begin to clap for me. I do things as I'm led. So that was this boy that did this. I've given him generator, I've given him fridge. So when this boy did this thing to me, I shook my head. I said, people that don't know God, you can't sell your birthright for a plate of rice. What is 43,000 with? If the relationship I've kept with him, at times you can come to me, I have need of this. I will help him. From that date till today, he has not entered my house. So why am I telling us this? Pay attention to your relationships. You don't think you can, some people outsmart others and you think it is smartness. It's unkindness. It's unkindness. A kind person, okay, treating others as you would like to be treated. Just anything you do to somebody, just ask yourself, if this same thing is done or was done to me, how will I feel? A kind person shows concern for the feelings of others and is helpful and generous. When you are going out with somebody's husband, just imagine it could be your husband. How will you feel? One of the things I said when I was getting married, I got married at age 16 plus. I'm telling you. One of the things I said I will not do, I said I won't pursue over my husband. Nobody taught me about emotional intelligence. I just said, if I'm good enough to be his wife, other people are inferior to me. That's what I just said. If he chose me among the bevy of girls around him, then excuse me, I am the queen. And that was it entered inside my head to date. So I don't care. Some people will think you are not running after your husband, you don't love him. Some people don't have good self-esteem. They don't have good self-image. They don't have good I don't know. Because when I heard this woman was pursuing the husband, and I told them that man is even a good man. For him to have run away from the wife, running, some men will stand there and will dare you. What will you do? I tell you the truth, I've seen some men like that. He will stand there and say, and so? I've seen a man that's a pastor. I'm not telling you an ordinary man. Slap the wife at the airport, international airport here in Ikeja, because somebody told the wife that he was going to preach with the girlfriend. So the wife went there. He slapped the wife. And I think the wife slapped the girl, and the girl slapped him, and the husband slapped also. Today, they are still living because they separated. But after much talk, they are still living together today. Who lost in that crisis? Is it not that girl that lost? This is a girl that caused the woman, the pastor's wife, mommy, daddy. The next thing was to begin to long after the man, the mommy's husband. And the men, help yourselves. The way I read about men, pastors, reverend, bishop, sleeping. There's one that was telling one 16-year-old girl, your pussy is smelling, go and wash it. And this, yeah. And the wife came and put her hand on the husband. I'm in support of my husband. Excuse me. Or every time there is always a scandal case around. Are you the only person? There are people you call. How many times have you had scandal about Adeboye, Kumuyi, and Oyedepo them? How many times? Respect yourself and be kind. There are things you do to human being. That person may be your wife, but that person may be somebody's child. Not maybe, that person is somebody's child. There are 5 side effects of kindness. You know, anytime we talk about side effects, people will think it's the negative side effect, like drugs. But I will explain to us briefly. So if you are following the conversation, please can you type a 2 on the chat? And if you are joining me for the first time, you are listening to Dr.Favour Afoma Chukwunwolisa, and the program is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. Actually, this program airs every Sunday evening by 8 p.m. But because of some changes in our business, I moved it to 9 last week, and this week, by next week, it will go back to 8. So thank you so very much for coming. Please, if you're a man here, I heard Bishop Oyedepo said that their marriage, this is, I think, 41 years of their marriage or so, that he has not consulted anybody on how to track any issue with the wife. They have not even sat down to begin to argue forth and back. Because when I went to WOFB is a Word of Faith Bible Institute owned by Living Faith. That was in 1999, before the church moved from Lagos to Ota. Then Bishop had time. He taught us He taught us most of the courses because it was available. That's why I tell people, maximize the opportunity you have. Somebody you see and you don't want to pay attention to that person now, a time is coming, you won't even have access to that person. That's the truth. Life will change, things will change. So he told us one day that we see this his wife, that no matter what people give her as gifts, that every month she has a blank check. She signs that check and she will give it to her. No matter what we give to her as Mrs. Faith Oyedepo, Pastor Mrs. Faith, that she gives her. But many men, one woman told me, since my husband married me, she has not bought a head tie for me, a scarf, not to talk about bra or pants or anything. I said, are you serious? She said, yes. That she has been the one taking care of herself. Is the wife, is the husband not well to do? No. A rich man. The woman said he had not bought anything. That she even thought that's the way they do. You have to fend for yourself. It was once she started mixing up that maybe birthday, people will buy something for their wives. I overheard Paulo say that 4 days time is the wife's birthday, that he went to Dubai Mall to get a ring, one diamond ring. He said the diamond ring, I don't know how many of you heard him. The diamond ring will cost between, is it $60,000 to $70,000? If you want peace in your life, please make sure that you show kindness to your spouse. Your spouse. Show kindness to your spouse. Okay, you heard him. Thank God. So that it will not be that I am fabricating this. Show kindness to people. Kindness is not only money. Oh. They think money. You can call, a phone call can be what that person needs. Even text message. Text message. Now, what are the 5 side effects of kindness? Number 1, kindness makes us happier. Kindness makes us happier. When we do something for someone else, we feel good. On a spiritual level, many people feel that that is because it is the right thing to do. And we are tapping into something deep and profound inside of us that says, this is who I am. On a biochemical level, it is believed that good feelings we get is due to elevated levels of brain's natural versions of morphine and heroin, which we know is endogenous. They cause elevated levels of dopamine in the brain, and we get a natural high often referred to as helper's high. I don't know whether it has happened to you. Anytime I go and show kindness to somebody, there is a feeling I have. I'm happier than the person I help. Me that did the helping, I am happier. I am happier. So you see, on the spiritual level, it is something good. Then on the biochemical act, for your health, wellness, your body releases feel good hormones. That's why if you are doing exercise, one of the things you notice when you finish exercise is you want to sleep, because your body has released a whole lot of dopamine, oxytocin, and you feel good. You relax. You relax. Somebody sent me one video, how to deal with your enemies. Don't allow them to see you down. You no need to worry. You worship God, you thank God, you do this, I was just laughing. I said, I learned this thing firsthand. Number two, what does kindness do? Kindness is good for your heart. For your heart. Your heart. Go, go, go. Acts of kindness are often accompanied by emotional warmth. Emotional warmth produces the hormone oxytocin in the brain and throughout the body. Of recent, interest is of recent interest is its insignificant role in the cardiovascular system. Oxytocin causes the release of a chemical called nitric oxide in the blood vessels, which dilates, expands the blood vessels. This reduces blood pressure, and therefore, oxytocin is known as a cardioprotective hormone because it protects the heart by lowering blood pressure. The key is that acts of kindness can produce oxytocin, and therefore, kindness can be said to be protective. Cardio, anytime you hear about cardio, it has to do with heart. Because in 2013, when I had issues with my heart, I went to a general hospital here in Lagos. They referred me to Lut. I went and met a cardiologist because the lady doctor told me, I'm not a cardiologist, I'm not specialist in that, so I can't even read the results when I did the ECG. So the cardiologist told me certain things, and I followed her. That's why I'm not hypertensive today. But if I did not do that thing that she asked me to do, I would have been every day I will swallow. I know people every day they swallow medicine. They don't. Number one, even if they are, because it's registered in their brain that they must do this for life. Even if their blood pressure is low, they will see them swallowing it. The doctor told me, Dr. Mulisa, if you don't want to do this, change your lifestyle and your diet and look for triggers. See this lady that just died for nothing. She wasn't sick. She may not have hypertension. She may not have diabetes. She may not even have arthritis. There may not be any pain in her body. But because of somebody calling her that the husband is somewhere with another woman, I want to tell you, woman, be proud of yourself. If you are fat and you know that that thing is making you unhappy, go and start doing exercise. Don't go and take this sharp thing that they will take. One took it in our gym. Now she doesn't come again because it altered her figure. Anybody that sees her will show shock. She stopped coming. One day I approached her because you know me now. She said, you lost a lot of weight. Why did you? What did you do? She said there's something she drank. I said, hey, J. Do you know the effect of that thing now on your liver? Do you know the effect of that thing on your bile? Do you know the effect of that thing on your kidneys? Because what is making you now want to be like other person? Because she's chubby and she's okay. If you see the high court, there's a way she will not know her will be here. There's a way she will live. Very fine woman. She went to be somebody else. I don't know whether she has issue with her health now because she stopped coming. This thing is going to 3 months. You see me, people will tell me, hey, see how fat you are. Once I know I'm healthy, now you sabi. Don't live your life based on people's opinion about you. Their opinion shouldn't bug you. Your opinion shouldn't even distract you. Just make sure that you are healthy. Number 3, kindness slows aging. Hey, when I saw this thing, I said, hey, these things I'm reading out, I researched it today. Not that I had it anywhere. Today, the moment, because every Sunday I will be asking God, what do I talk on? The moment it dropped in my spirit, this is what I took my phone. I began to do researches. Open here, get from here, fuse it up. When I saw that kindness slows aging, I said, no wonder. Aging on a biochemical level is a combination of many things. But culprits that speed the process are free radicals and inflammation, both of which result from making unhealthy lifestyle choices. I'm telling you, when you have free radicals in your body and inflammation because of unhealthy lifestyle choices, you'll be you have a breakout. Tomorrow, what we call uncooked food challenge. Uncooked food challenge. What do we do on uncooked food challenge? We go without eating anything cooked in fire by fire through fire. Some people will ask, how is it possible? It's possible. We are starting it tomorrow, and we will run it till next Sunday, 2nd of October. And that second is incidentally my birthday. So I will talk to us on my birthday next Sunday. On next Sunday, I will be 56 years. 5, 6. When I tell people my age, some people say, are you sure? I'll be 56. Because I was born on the 2nd of October, 1966. In my father's house, you don't do affidavit. Everybody knows the birthday of everybody, both extended and nuclear. So some people that we say they have academic age, official age, our age is our age, whether official or unofficial. So kindness slows down aging. I say, yeah. Now I know. You know, when you don't know certain things and you are doing it, now you know. You say, my papa's also. Now, but remarkable research now shows that oxytocin, that which produced through emotional warmth, reduces the levels of free radicals and inflammation in the cardiovascular system, and so slows aging at source. Incidentally, these two culprits also play a major role in the heart disease. So this is also another reason why kindness is good for the heart. Yes, now, this is my cousin's wife saying, we don't have official age. Everybody's age is your age. Because you celebrate birthday now. Because one, you won't lie. If you lie, it will dabaru all your documents. There has also been suggestion in the scientific journals of the strong link between compassion and the activity of the vagus nerve. Kindness, compassion, meditation found that kindness and compassion did in fact reduce inflammation in the body, most likely due to the effects of the vagus nerve. You see, you may not know the effect of what happens in your body. I met a woman, not that I met a woman, that woman sews for me. Even she made this top, this blouse now. She sews and she sells. So the last time I went to her place, I don't know what we were talking about. She was lamenting that she had 8 girls, 8 female, that she didn't have any boy. But her first child is a medical doctor. I will bring her to this set when I have concluded. Very smart young girl. And she trained this girl in Ukraine before the Ukraine and Russia war began. So this girl works in one of the high-profile hospitals here in Lagos. So she was telling me what the doctor told her. That she said, Doki, she calls me Doki. She said, Doki, you talk like my daughter. Excuse me. That when you say you are not a medical doctor, that so many people will not believe you. Excuse me. Because what you say is usually what my daughter would tell me. You know what she told me? That the doctor told her, anytime, mommy, anytime you are sick, anytime you are feeling headache, please, mommy, don't go and drink paracetamol. Mommy, please, don't do it. That paracetamol is destroying some things in your body. Mommy, anytime you have headache, you know what your body is saying. Your body is saying that something is not right somewhere. And the first thing that you will reach out to is a bottle of water. He said, Doki, and that's what you are saying. That's what my doctor said to me. The doctor, Ukraine trained medical doctor. She said, Mommy, look for water and drink. Maybe there are certain things in your body, dehydration is getting the toil on your liver or anywhere, and it's getting on your head. That is like a signal. Pakam, 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 pakam. Don't go and drink paracetamol. Take water and drink. The next thing you do, look for a quiet place and still stay still. If you can lie down, lie down. I said, your daughter told you this? She said, yes. That since that time, she stopped taking paracetamol. That she used to carry paracetamol every time in her box, in her bag. Then she told me, do you know that my father is 100 years this year? And that my father, I have not spent 2,000 in medication since my father had me, and I'm the first child. I said, what? She said, I'm telling you the truth. She told me the only regret she had is that she did not go to school. That all the people that their parents begged to help send her to school, they did not send her to school. So she ended up hawking with her mother, and she got married. Good 18, the husband, not that the husband sent her to school, but the husband was good to her. So she had 8 girls. You see, these her 8 girls. No, you see her so strike. She doesn't know what is her so strike because she put all her children in private university. I'm telling you the truth. She told me that the father is 100 years. I said, you have said this thing before. I need to tap into the longevity of that your father. And then, didn't you ask your father why he's aging gracefully and in health? He said yes. That one day he called him and said, Papa, tell me, what lessons have you learned in your life? You know what the dad told him? Be kind to people. So many people are not kind. At a point in my life, when people were unleashing wickedness on me, I began to be afraid for their own lives. He said, the father said, be kind to people. Don't hurt people. Don't take what belongs to people. And whatever you have, be contented with it. So when I was writing this, I remembered that he said, be kind to people. People are not kind. How can they call you over a land issue that you know the truth, that land does not belong to that family, but because they are well-to-do, you went there, you lied against the poor family, or you refused to go because you don't want them to see? You are not kind. You may be the pastor in your church. You may be the deacon or deaconess. You may be the elder or elderess. You may be the prophet or prophetess. But I tell you, any opportunity you have to say the truth and you kept quiet, you have failed God at that instance. You better not call me for any situation. I would say it the way it is. That's me. I will say it the way it is. I will tell you, this thing, you didn't do it well. No matter how you try to navigate. And you see, I found out something. You must not be friends with everybody and anybody. Set a standard. I've set standard for my life. If you fall below that standards, I'll weed you away. I'm telling you the truth. It's not a must that we'll be good friend. If you fall below that standard, I'll push you away on purpose. You can't chook my eye the first time and I'll keep my eye for you to chook again. No, it's not done, man. I'll be a stupid person. So you see, kindness slows aging. If you don't want to age rapidly, begin to show kindness. The fourth one, kindness improves relationship. This is one of the most obvious points. We all know that we like people who show us kindness. This is because kindness reduces the emotional distance between two people, and so we feel more bonded. It's something that's so strong in us that's actually a genetic thing. We are wired for kindness. Our evolutionary ancestors had to learn to cooperate with one another. The stronger the emotional bonds within the groups, the greater were the chances of survival And so kindness genes were etched into the human genes. You see, so today when we are kind to each other, we feel a connection, and new relationships are forged ahead, or existing ones strengthened. Just imagine anybody that doesn't show you kindness. Do you have any relationship with that person? You will not. Naturally, it doesn't. There are people, some people that they come before me now, hey, Doki, but they dishonor me at my back. I may make a statement. I tell them, I don't check your back office, especially in this our business. I tell you, I don't do that. You have stayed for one year and 4 months. You don't know how to check your back office. You don't know how to withdraw your money. I won't do that. I will say that to maybe A. A will go to B and report. The B, if the B is an honorable person, he will reiterate that. He say, yes, but you have stayed in this business that you are supposed to know it. But when the B says, not the way go, not like that, people they change you because money don't come. People they talk to people anyhow. You see it now. When B sees me again, B will come to me now, begin to smile. You know what? My spirit picks them up. And once there is a searchlight on you concerning such, Piam, you won't see me around you again. You won't see me around you. There is nothing to discuss. I will see you. Good morning. Good day. My father said to us, salutation is not love. I may greet somebody that's elderly or somebody without feeling anything. Let me give you something that happened yesterday. Yesterday, I went to exercise. It wasn't raining in my house, but immediately I approached the stage of I saw rain. Do I go back? Do I continue? I just say, okay, let me drive in. Some people were driving out. I was driving in. I drove in. I just sat down. One woman came. I don't know whether she's here now. She came and said, Doki, this rain. I said, see me, it wasn't rain. She said, it was raining in her place, that she's already wet. I sat down in my car. After some time, I said, okay, let me come out. At least small thing, let me do. And to tell you the truth, that yesterday, the calories the steps I took, I accomplished yesterday was even more than what I did on Friday when there was no rain. So you know what I did? I just greeted people. She wanted to carry my honey because up till now I still sell my honey. My basket, I said, don't bother. The ground is wet and don't bring my mat. So I just greeted people, then turned. I saw a space. I stood there. The moment I stood there, a young lady approached me. Please leave this place. Leave this. She was talking to me. Leave this place. It's my place. I just went to bring board because at that point, our coach brought out boards that we step on. You know, when she said that, I just looked at her. I didn't talk to her. I moved. I shifted. The moment I shifted, somebody came to her. Give me my board. Give me my board. I kept the board here. You just came and took it. You know what came out of my mouth? What goes round comes round. She's pursuing me from ground. She went to take somebody's board. So I started laughing. Those people started laughing. So this woman, she felt embarrassed. She said, ma. No, she didn't even call me ma. She just said, excuse me, madam, don't be too, how did she put it? Don't be too petty. Don't be too petty. You are too old for that. You know, age is a number of figure. And what does she mean by I'm too old? If of a truth, she knew herself and she saw my gray hair, she would not have told me to leave. And that thing has caused problem in that our club severally, so we don't do that. Anywhere you are, you sit there, you pay money. Somebody will say, I stood here to do aerobics, so I must stay here to do math. It has caused wahala. So because I am respected in that club and our coach respects me, you know what I did? I just moved. So when we were doing exercise, the coach will call me, Dr. Dollar, these people will be laughing, people will be coming, we'll be greeting them. So when I finished that, I checked my steps and I got at least 3,005. and they wanted to do stick aerobics. I told the coach, I'm done for today. Always know when to say you are done. So because it was still drizzling, I went to the car, pulled down the car seat. I was there listening to radio in the car. All of a sudden, somebody came and did like this, koi 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 on my door. It was that lady that said you are too old for that. So I have two options: either to ignore her or to pull down the glass. So when I saw her, I pulled down the glass. You know what she said to me? She said, ma, at this point she had put maybe she had gone to report to maybe one or two people, and they would tell her, no, this is one of the honorable people here. No. Okay, they will ask her, what did she tell you? She will say she moved, because I didn't struggle. I moved. It was when somebody came to snatch it. I said, what goes around comes around. You see, you told me to leave this place. I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to the lady that had the board. I said she dropped me out from the ground, only for her to go and carry your box, your step. So when I went down, I just stood like this. She said, ma, you used to sell sesame seed, sesame keneko. I said, yes, but I stopped long time ago. She said, it took you time to open, to wind down. Because at that point, I was saying, do I wind down for this lady? What was my business now with this young girl? So she said to me, I did not do the right thing. Please, I'm sorry, ma. I'm sorry. I apologize for the way I talked to you. You know what I said? I said, okay, that's okay. She stood there. I said, that's okay. Because that morning, I don't have time for preaching. If it's when I have time for preaching, I will tell her to come inside the car, and I will school her on how not to talk to people. But if it is some people, she said, you are too old. Maybe the husband of the wife, the husband of the woman must have told her, old cargo. And another person now coming to reiterate that man said, that person's yesterday is finished. She would be unhappy. But she said it, I just in my mind, age is a number of, age is a question of number. What will make her, one spirit told me to tell her, you can never get to my age. I said, for what? Has it come to that? That yesterday, she said, please, ma, I'm sorry. That's what I came to tell you. I said, no problem, it's okay. So when she saw me smile, I said, it's okay. I just say it's okay. So she left. I said, if there is not every battle you'll be fighting. As you get older, you stop battles, so that you'll be alive to see your children's children. Not every battle. Some people, let me tell you another one. Some people that when they see me, they will greet me. I came back from not South Africa, from Singapore. They saw me, they threw their faces away. I'm telling you the truth. Two women, they saw, when you come now, you greet people. They just saw me face to face like this. They threw themselves away. You know what I did? I said, pay attention. So I paid attention. The next time, they did the same. You know what I did? The third time, I saw them and I greeted people and back. So don't allow people to box you. Don't allow your happiness to be because of somebody, but show people kindness. Lastly, kindness is contagious. Kindness is contagious. When we are kind, we inspire others to be kind. And studies show that it actually creates a ripple effect that spreads outwards to our friends, to our friends' friends, to our friends' friends' friends, to 3 degrees of separation. Just as the pebble creates waves when it's dropped in a pond, it's so acts of kindness ripple outwards, touching others' lives and inspiring kindness everywhere the wave goes. So you see, kindness is a very good thing, but many of us don't know. Begin to show people kindness. Kindness is not condoning laxity. Kindness is not condoning laziness. There are people that are lazy. You put up video, they don't watch. You write up, they don't read. But they want you to come to you to do everything for them. I don't do that. You know what I usually tell people? When I brought you to Omega Pro in 2020, Afoma brought you, and your money maxed out, and you reinvested, you brought yourself. You brought yourself. Afoma is no more your upline. You are your own upline. You are your own upline because your money has maxed out. So you brought yourself. So you are responsible for your actions now. I told you, one man told me he went to reinvest. I said, let me finish the one we have done. So you don't allow people, don't carry people's baggages on your life. It doesn't show, that's not kindness. Kindness is just make sure you love people, you help people. If you have seen what it will do for you, not only for others, the things it will do for you is even more than the things it will do for other people. So why don't we begin to show kindness? The way we talk to people, because the way that lady talked, I just stood. I just said, I was just laughing. Somebody said to me, okay, this is why you are laughing. I said, that same yesterday, I didn't leave that place. She came and tapped my window. I said, please, man, I came to apologize to you. Some people will say you talk to me roughly in the public, and you are coming now to me to apologize privately. You have to go there, but it doesn't matter, because as far as I'm concerned, that thing she said didn't even enter anywhere. I just dropped it there. I just dropped it there. By the time she saw that everybody's tilting towards me, Doki, this and that, and I'm a very jovial person, because if I come to exercise, I want to be happy now. She left that place. She went to start pricing. I think it was the lady she was pricing the goods from. Maybe she muted it to her. She would tell her, who? You better go and tell her sorry. She came and said, she's sorry. I said, no problem. She said, you took your time to open. It took me time because I was trying. What is this lady coming here to do again? But at the end of the day, I felt good because I forgave somebody, and she let her forgive herself and learn not to talk to people, not only elderly people. Because when I shared it with someone, the person said, if she had manners, she wouldn't have told me to leave that place in the very first time. Because she pays more than what I pay. So there's no place that says this is my spot. And you know, it was raining, so it was drizzling. Everybody was just coming together. But that was how we did it. So I've come to the end. I don't know whether anybody has any contributions to make. This is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. By next Sunday, we are coming back to our time, 8 p.m. This is a program of Healthy Race Ministry.
Yes,
and a healthy
I
race
have something to say.
Afoma in the year 20.
Yes. Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much, Doc. You have covered so many fields, and God is using you to put things right. I must let you know that. You have spoken a lot on many fields, but let me just comment on it briefly. The first example you gave, the man who cheated you out of your money. I hope you are listening. You are hearing me. The man you said to buy you. I mean, how can such a? I don't know what's wrong with human beings. That is outright betrayal. Somebody you have been doing well to, and he decided to treat you like that. Now he has broken the chain of relationship, the chain of trust. Trust is very important in relationship, and once that chain is broken, to tie it back is very difficult. The other lady who happens to be a lawyer and died the way she died, it was very painful, very painful. I call it lack of self-control. Lack of self-control. She died because she lacked self-control. The man will be coming back home while chasing him along the roads. Now, the man is a lawyer, you are a lawyer. But let me think this way as a lawyer. It could be the man carrying one of the clients. The lady may not be a side chick. The lady may be maybe one of the clients. He's a lawyer. Your husband is a lawyer. And the Lord has blessed you with 3 boys, 3 children, 3 boys. And you just wasted your life like that. You don't need to chase your husband along the road. Let him come back home. Then you settle it. You ask him. There's in the law, there's what you call the Alden pattern rule. You must hear from the other side. You must hear from him. Who was that woman you are carrying? Then let your husband explain. Is he a side chick or one of the clients? So you can see the other lady that did a busybody business. Somebody, I saw your husband with a side chick. How did she arrive at that as that? That's another thing. But the woman lacks self-control. And that's why I said these women may not be Christians, because if they were Christians, Galatians 5:19-21 should have guided them. The fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:20, that long suffering, love, joy, long suffering, has no self-control, has no long suffering. The Lord knows now concerning the pastors that are messing around, and it appears God is still looking at them. If you call yourself a daddy and you are sleeping with your members, you will account to whatever status you think you have achieved. Money is not everything, but the Bible tells us that the Lord knows those who are His, and those that name the name of the Lord should flee from evil. They should stop, because they should flee, they should depart from evil, because destruction was going to come upon them. Just watch and see how they will end. There was a man very popular in this country some months ago. Now, do I call it months or years ago? He was very popular. The time they told me that he's gone to Jerusalem to do miracle like Jesus, I told my members, I said, look, I said, that man has crossed, he has crossed the Rubicon. He has crossed. I said, what he has done, he knows his status. He knows who he is or who he was, because it's now late. When you do certain things, God will be looking at you. The Yoruba says, Obadake Dajo, you are doing evil, God is watching. He's watching you as if it's not there, that there's no God. But the day he will bring down his judgment, you'll be shocked. So, beloved, you have spoken a lot. You are putting right so many things. But and the young lady that died, leaving the 3 sons, that was the most painful one for me. I said, how can you be so careless? I doubt if that lady is a Christian. Because if she were a Christian, she would have said, okay, let me go and tell my pastor. It's not the church that is bad. It's the members of the church. It's unfortunate that betrayal is not very rampant in the church. They play you 419 in the church. You cannot give them any information, and it's unfortunate. I pray that the Lord will help all of us. Thank you for your presentation of kindness. Yes, we show kindness to people, and we keep on doing it. We are not going to be discouraged by what people do, because God is the rewarder. He will surely reward us. Okay, my dear. Have a wonderful night rest. And thank to everybody, all those who are playing their place, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Daddy has a PhD and that is lawyer and a reverend. So he's always...
Hello, ma. I want to say something, ma. Irene, ma. Okay. Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. You've just told us about yourself. You're a very kind woman. But on the other lady, I want to talk on that lady that died chasing the husband. When we were discussing it at home, incidentally, I didn't know that my husband knew the couple. He knows both the man and the wife. So he now said that that incidentally, when the woman now had the accident, that the husband turned back, because he was the sister of the woman called my husband and was narrating everything to him. He said the husband now turned back and now made the woman. She has not died that time. So that the woman died even on the husband's arms. But he apologized to the woman that he was very sorry before the woman now died. That was what really happened. Then what he said, what my husband said, that is that they have been having issues in their marriage, that it is a case of Women looking for fine husbands, some now, that is the issue. Yes, that people should watch.
The marriage. You said that your husband says they're having issues in marriage.
Yes.
There is a case of what?
Yes. That see women looking for fine husbands. As I now ask, what do you mean by fine husband? He said looking for men that are good looking, That sometimes it's not that people should now not focus on good looking people. People should care about the behavior and the attitude. So that was exactly what he said. But what really made me to the man apologized before the woman died, because the woman died on the husband's arm. The man came back to apologize before the woman finally died. So that's the situation. Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma.
Thank you. Even at that time, the apology now, what will, I don't know. The apology, the woman may not, it's too late, my dear. The woman may not be even conscious to receive the apology. Why is he apologizing?
It's too late.
Because they said from what I read that he told the wife that he traveled outside that's their locality. I don't know whether it's Calabar, go, that he traveled. So for somebody to see and come, maybe the wife will say, Shebi every time. I don't know. Because it could have been better that that woman is alive to tell us this story than for us to be insinuating this happened. But head and tail, long and short, she didn't do right. Because if she had not left the house, she would not have died. You know what I usually say to women? You know what I usually say to women? I tell them, I meant this thing from my heart, that I am the queen that is reigning in the dynasty of this man. If he found me worthy of all of you and made me the wife, then you are inferior to me. I shouldn't drag or contest anything with you. More so, when he finishes, they will come back home. And that was my mentality. Do you know? Because my husband wasn't somebody that is, let me not say something now. He used it as against me, that I don't love him, that I don't pursue him the way other people were pursuing their husbands. Going, he went to party, he went to this. At a point, a woman, they went to party, herself and her husband. She saw my husband. She snapped my husband from a distance. He didn't know. He just sent the picture to me and told me, we went to one party, I saw your husband, but there was nobody with him. You know what I told that woman? I said, you are a member. Who sent you? I said, you think I am as insecure as you are? You are a busybody in somebody else's business. Please, until today, I don't move with that woman. I'm telling you the truth. There are people you don't move with. And when the woman waka, he will come back to your house. So why stressing yourself? You have 3 boys. It's not that you are looking for child. To say that he's dispensing sperm up and down. You have 3 children, 3 boys. I heard that the first one is about 50 years. And it's on social media. Because the brother of the wife was pleading with the people, please take it easy with my sister, because the children are affected by all these things. The brothers didn't even know that was what happened. They saw it on social media. The man just called to tell them that their sister had accident. One said, well, she chatted, because she just chatted. She chatted in their family forum, family platform. She said between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Was she chatting and driving? They didn't know, maybe she finished and somebody called her. She just went. So you see, you have to have self-control. I can't die because of a man. I'm telling you. And I can't even die because of a child. I have my life. I didn't kill my children. So I tell my children, you kill me, I didn't kill my parents died not the way they died. So, some women will say, my child, everything the child wants, they give that person. You are preparing your grave small. So another incident happened. I don't know whether you heard it. The only son killed the mother and the father, and left their corpse decomposing. Please, parents, pay attention. Everything your child wants, you give. You want to be a good woman. I don't know, there was a woman that was shot, a very prominent woman in Okadem. She had other children. But that last one, pampering over pampering over pampering. Nobody's what dying. Pampering and pampering. By the time I know it, this boy, this one now that killed the parents, I heard he takes some urumiri. The one that died then, that they killed the mother, he was taking goof, cocaine. He will tell the mother to give her money. The mother will say, I don't have money. She will go and take her jewels and sell. At times, she will open the roof, go to because then the domestic staffs were being accused until one day, one of them said, let me know who comes to do this, and caught the boy and told the boy, he would tell the mother. The boy begged. He said, because your mother has been accusing us. Do you know how they knew that the boy killed the mother? The grandmother was in the house, was telling the mother to give her money. She said she doesn't have money. You know, the next thing, bam! The woman shouted. That woman has a very prominent, one big street in Onka. She's from that neighborhood. That was how the boy killed the mother. Took her Mercedes Benz, drove it from, is it Asaba Oka, to Benin, and went and reported himself to the police that that she killed the mom. If not that the grandmother was alive, nobody, they would think armed robbers came in and killed. So if you have an only son, if you have don't do an only son syndrome. I have seen this one now is they discovered that corpse, I think on today is 25th, I think on the 22nd, because neighbors started perceiving odor. They went, if you want, I have the video. Killed both mother and father, only son. Amulugin, what did they get? A boy. I was telling that woman that told me her father is 100 years, that had 8 girls. I said, you see, these your 8 girls, if you raise them well, you will enjoy what people that have 10 boys will not enjoy. Because in this time and season, it's even the girls that take care of their parents. I'm telling you the truth. So if you're a man in this platform, pay attention to your parents. Know what your parents are going through. Some of you, your parents, I used to tell people, don't say you want to send your first son to do business so that he will help you to train other ones. Give everybody equal opportunity. If you can send them to NCE, let everybody have NCE. Don't send this person to London. Tomorrow you send one to do one. No, please. This boy killed the father and the mother. Their corpses were decomposing, smelling. The boy is a graduate of Anambra State University. So pay attention. My son. I'm not saying son is not good, but pay attention. There are things when we were growing up, you ask it from my father, he will tell you not give it to me. Don't give it to me. Thank you, sir. Did you want to say anything? Before
You have said it all. You have said so many things. That is all. Let me just say, yes. You have said it all. Even your responses, wonderful. So that's it. We shouldn't pamper our children. Like what you always say, if you don't allow your son or your daughter to cry in the morning, he will cry in the night too. You don't make you not cry in the morning. Go cry in the night now. You pamper your.
Hello, Doc.
Thank you, good evening, well done.
Yes, my doctor.
Good evening. Thank you very much for the presentation. But I still want to beg you to have more relationship with that girl or that woman that insulted you. She needs counseling. There is something that is worrying her. You need to know her background, know everything that is happening to her. She needs help. Please find out time to relate with her more. Thank you very much.
I will do that. You know, it was drizzling and she was standing on so I just said, because somebody has done that to me. When I probed further, I found out that she was having a very stressful relationship by living lover she had at that time. One day she opened up to me because I didn't know where we do exercise, she did that to me. I called her. I said, please, I'm not trying to chance you, because I usually love to stay one place, but I will go and run. It's not that I'll tell somebody to leave that place. I will go and run to be there. So that day she said, no, she won't allow me. I said, why? She said, I have always chanced her. I said, okay. I shifted. So one day I called her. I said, I don't know, because in short, how I saved her number, I called her name, one chance, because she said I used to chance her. I made peace with her, but we became friends until one day. Anytime she's going, she will call me, okay, I'm going, I will wave at her. So one day, the man that is the owner of the car wash came to me and said, Doctor, come, something happened today. Do you remember that girl, that woman that waved at you? Excuse me. I said, yeah, one tall, dark. He said, yes. He said, come, wahala day. That the husband came, she brought car for them to wash. That the husband came and said, if they wash that car, he will destroy all the cars there. That the boys wanted to wash the car. The man said, if you wash this car, we'll destroy all these cars. So they went to tell the man. The man came and said, Oga, what's the problem? No, nobody should wash this car. If you wash this car, we'll destroy all the cars. So the man said, so many people's cars are there. I don't want to take risk. You don't know what Tolumental. So he left. So he was monitoring the person that will come and pick that car. So it was that lady. He said that lady has issue with the husband. Please try and help her. But because as counselors, we don't barge into people's lives without something. So one day, I had the opportunity to talk with her, and I related that thing. I said, so happened one time. She opened up. She told me that man wasn't even the husband, that he was a living lover. I said, what? In short, after that time, she drove the man away, because just to help, let me help you today. The man took ownership of her house. She's the one paying house rent. She's the one. And at night now, she will do combined service that the man did not pay for. You see? So I told her, I thought you were a Christian. How can you allow a man to live with you that's not your husband? I don't understand you people. So she told me that I driven the man out. So what you said, Dr. Moke, they are absolutely correct. You know, I told you, my normal self will call her, but because it was drizzling, and it's not that I was angry. That's why I didn't call her. But now you have brought that to me. Anytime I see her, I will call her. There's no problem to that. So thank you so very much. Remember, those of you in HRA, we are starting our Nkufu challenge tomorrow. Make sure you join at least 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Ensure that every month, every other month, you service your bodies, you service your system, so that you live health optimally, you live in health, and remember, kindness will slow down aging. So if you don't want to age rapidly, begin to show acts of kindness and compassion. God bless you so very much. This is Dr. Favour Afoma, and the program is Great Life with Dr. Afoma, and Great Life airs every Sunday evening by 8 p.m. You can follow me on my Facebook page, Afoma Wolisa, and I'm about to reactivate my accounts. And yes, I'm trying to upgrade my Instagram account and the others, because I don't want to chew more than I can. My YouTube, my children will be telling me, Mommy, make sure you put all your videos on YouTube so that people can watch. So thank you so very much. Have a pleasant night rest.
Hello, ma.
Good
evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening. Who is it?
Please, ma, it's me, Diana. I'm the lady that you talked about at the beginning.